Among the 10 smartest animals in the world, the first one has an IQ that is almost higher than that of humans. There are many forms of human intelligence. Some people are good at arithmetic, some people can easily master several languages, and some people are interested in music or painting. Possessing self-taught creativity, and in the world of animals, intelligence will also be displayed in different ways, and some of them even reach incredibly high levels. Today, let's follow the team's top and take a look at the world. The 10 smartest animals, some of which can even shock your jaw. Number 10. Crow. As one of the most intelligent animals, crows have their own unique bird language and can carry out complex communications with their partners. There was once a crow that made headlines because of its excessive intelligence. This crow was named Betty in a research project conducted by Oxford University students. They observed that Betty in the bird cage had the ability to solve complex problems similar to humans, such as pulling ropes to obtain tools, or use wooden sticks to hook items out of cages, or even use tools to solve complex mathematical problems. However, what's even more frightening is that some crows can even understand complex human traffic rules, which may be better than those of you who work every day, or friends who drive illegally. These black elves living in the city are used to throwing nuts on the road, then calmly waiting for the vehicles to crush the hard shells, and then elegantly nibbling them at the red light. The pulp of nuts is simply the street version of an animal food show. Number 9. Rat. Next, let's talk about mice. Don't worry about frowning for now. I know that rats are very annoying animals, but they also have their own advantages. For example, they are extremely smart. Did you know that rats in the laboratory can even find loopholes in experiments designed by the world's top researchers? Then, escape and escape, just like a mouse version of an escape room. It seems that little mice also have great wisdom. The survival ability of mice is quite strong. In addition to the cold Antarctica, they can find homes in other places around the world. Maybe the mice also know that Antarctica is so cold, there is nothing to do except suffer. Ben Vimicki, chief scientist at Leuven University, once conducted an experiment in which he asked experimental rats and his students to complete 2 cognitive basic learning tasks. In these 2 tasks, they needed to distinguish after learning good patterns and bad patterns. Surprisingly, in the first task, the rats performed just as well as the humans. In the second test, when the patterns became more complex, the rats won. Does this result surprise you? Leave a message with your thoughts. This story tells us that humans must not be careless when facing rats in the future. Number 8. Octopus. You may not know that the octopus has no backbone. It actually has enough strength and skill to open the door lock that trapped it. Such a plot makes people can't help but think of the wonderful moments of various escape movies. Although scientists still don't fully understand octopuses, they are always discovering new and impressive octopus abilities. For example, it can solve spatial puzzles and play games with human intelligence, easily traverse complex mazes, and even has short-term memory capabilities that surpass humans. In New Zealand, there once was an octopus named Inchi. It was very uncomfortable with being trapped in an aquarium for a long time and was very tired of being constantly stared at by various noisy children, and finally escaped from the cage through the drainage pipe of the water tank and successfully returned to the sea. This situation is almost exactly the same as Hank's clever performance in the cartoon Finding Nemo. As the saying goes, art comes from life. It is conceivable that incidents of octopuses escaping are not uncommon on the Earth. Number 7. Pigeon. Next on our list are pigeons. Although most people think of them as annoying animals, pigeons are actually extremely intelligent birds, and pigeons are often chosen as subjects in scientific experiments' objects. So there is countless information about their intelligence. It is unimaginable that any pigeon can easily memorize hundreds of images, and even after several years, they can still easily recognize them. Moreover, they will also recognize themselves in front of the mirror, Pigeons can also distinguish subtle differences between similar objects. In comparison, their observation skills are much stronger than those of some people. In war, pigeons were used in World War I, and they all played an important role in World War II. When telephones and Morse code could not communicate, pigeons carried important intelligence across enemy lines. When submarines were attacked, the crew would release pigeons so that they could convey the location of the sunken ship. Pigeons have saved thousands of lives. Number 6. Squirrel. Next up are the squirrels, animals that combine cunning personalities with impeccable memories. And most squirrels seem to possess an impressive array of survival tricks and skills. These intelligent creatures seem to have adapted to living with humans. They know how to get food from vegetable gardens, bird feeders, and any food that may be around. The squirrels also know how to store food and then find it when the cold season arrives. Moreover, in order to confuse thieves, they sometimes pretend to hide food. Number 5. Orangutan. As we all know, orangutans are primates that can use tools. Their talents are already present at birth, and they also have an amazing ability to absorb shared knowledge. In addition, orangutan mothers will teach their children in the wild what foods to eat. Outside of building nests, orangutans will also observe humans and learn how to do things, such as using soap or chop wood, and even learning sign language. One of the reasons orangutans are praised for their intelligence is their use of insight. There was once a famous orangutan named Chantek who was a baby. Abandoned by his mother and finally adopted by humans, he was raised like a human child. When he was only 9 months old, he could already use gestures to express thirsty, hungry, and want to go to the toilet. By the age of 4, Chantek will improvise new words when he can't find or don't know the right word. For example, he doesn't know the word ketchup, but he will say tomato toothpaste. When he wants a Big Mac, he would say he wanted cheese, meat, and bread. And he would also gesture dirty to indicate that he needed to go to the bathroom. The most surprising thing was that it was later discovered that he would use this method to avoid doing things he didn't want to do. This showed that he not only did he learn how to express his hygiene needs, he even lied about it. Number 4. Pig. Although pigs are well known for their gluttony and lack of cleanliness, in fact, pigs, whether domestic or wild, are actually very intelligent animals. This species has a strong ability to adapt to the environment and changes in its habitat. The impact is not big, and researchers believe that pigs can actually be as good as cats and dogs if they are trained to do so. They can even become household pets and play suspended death with you. The pig's IQ was confirmed in a video from Berlin, Germany. In the video, the pig named Moritz can actually put colorful pig-shaped building blocks into correspondingly colored holes on the board. This is a game that human children often play to develop cognitive abilities. The most amazing thing is that Moritz completed the puzzle with his mouth without any help at all. It seems that pigs are smarter than we thought. Maybe we should re-examine our views on this animal. Number 3. Elephant. Although the general public thinks that elephants are just giant animals with great memories, in fact, elephants are also cultured, curious, and elegant creatures. Did you know that they clean food before eating, use tools in various ways, and even elephants can follow human orders and show amazing care and compassion for similar animals in captivity? In 2010, a 7-year-old Asian elephant named Kandula left a deep impression on researchers. Using the tools around him, he successfully retrieved the fruit that was deliberately placed out of his reach. At that time, after staring at the fruit for a while, Kandula had an idea and found a tire stand so that he could reach the height with his nose. In addition to finding stepping stones, elephants have been found to use sticks to scrape places they can't reach, and even use branches and grass as fly swatters. Number 2. Dolphin. Have you ever wondered why dolphins are the stars of most aquariums? Not only because they look cute, but also because they are smarter than almost any other creature on Earth. If you are lucky enough, you can even observe dolphins enjoying life in nature. They can surf, play, race, and jump. It is simply an ideal life. They have their own complex language of clicks and calls that humans have not yet been able to translate. Researchers are still working to decipher this language. Dolphins can use tools in their natural environment and follow human instructions very well. Many of the smartest animals on Earth, like mother's dolphins, stay with their babies for several years, teaching them everything they know. Number 1. Chimpanzee. Finally, we come to the first place on today's list. Chimpanzees have a genetic similarity of 98.7% with humans. They have also been attracting people's attention for many years with their amazing intellectual abilities. In the 1930s, American psychologist Winthrop Niles Kellogg took a 7-month-old chimpanzee home and raised it with his son, who was exactly 10 months old at the time. This was an experiment he had been looking forward to for a long time. Raising a chimpanzee as a child to observe what would happen was unexpected. The little chimpanzee is very smart. It only took a short time to learn to hold spoons, forks, and other tools to eat and go to the toilet. It also actively seeks help from adults, which is almost the same ability as Kellogg's son. However, this experiment was forced to stop when it was 9 months old because while the chimpanzees were learning from humans, Kellogg's son was also learning from chimpanzees. For example, he liked to walk on all fours and bit and yelled when he lost his temper. His wife obviously couldn't bear it. The baby chimpanzees were sent to a local zoo, but this experiment was enough to prove that the learning ability of baby chimpanzees is almost equivalent to that of human infants. What about the performance of adult chimpanzees? There is a bonobo at the American Orangutan Conservation Center who just had a few picnics with the staff and already knew what kind of wood is suitable for lighting fires and learned how to make a fire for cooking. The highlight is that the cooking is very delicious. This unparalleled learning ability has surpassed that of most humans. That's all the content of this video. Which of the 10 smartest animals shared above impressed you the most? Welcome to communicate together in the comment area below. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. See you next time.